Hello YouTube, thank you for stopping by. As always, please click like if you happen to enjoy this video, please click on subscribe, and if you would like to be notified when I publish future videos, just click on that bell-shaped notify button. Additionally, I'd love to hear from you, so be sure to leave me a comment and please share this video with anyone you think might also enjoy it. Alrighty then. So I was on Facebook the other day and saw this picture that a buddy posted, which he thought was really cool. I had to agree, and when I showed the picture to my wife, she said, "Now that's cute. I'll bet you could make that." To which I replied, "That's exactly what I'm going to do." I told her that I was going to make a shopping list and head to Home Depot and asked if she needed anything. She elected to join me on my little excursion to do some shopping of her own, which was nice. Anyways, I made a quick shopping list, and I will share this down in the comments. Then I went to Home Depot and bought some stuff, then came back home and did a quick test fitting. And in far less time than it took to pick out the various pipe fittings at Home Depot, I was able to easily assemble this, and was very pleased with the results. One other thing I wanted to do was to find out who the artist was that made this lamp, and give that person some credit. So I did a Google image search, which yielded some interesting results. It turns out that there is a plethora of pipe man lamps similar to this, and unfortunately there's just no easy way to determine who made this one or who made the first one or any of that. In fact, there are so many variations of this steampunk style of pipe art that it just boggles the mind. And a lot of these are even available for sale online as well. I mean, are these cool or what? Well, at least I tried to give credit where credit was due. I failed. Okay, time to move on. When you look at the items I purchased, you will notice that there is a combination of black iron pipe fittings as well as some more expensive hot dip galvanized fittings. The reason for this is because I was inspired, excited, and basically impatient. I did not take the time to shop around for these materials, nor for the best pricing, because I wanted it all now. I have a real issue with immediate gratification, but we will not get into that. In short, I ended up paying more than I needed to, and I am now also stuck with some galvanized parts that I'll have to deal with as well. While I suppose you could simply use epoxy on the threads to fix everything into place, I plan on using my MIG welder to put a little inconspicuous spot weld on each joint where they will not be overtly obvious to the casual observer. Since it's fairly unhealthy to breathe in the fumes and vapors caused by welding through zinc galvanization, I'll be using some muriatic swimming pool acid to dissolve off the zinc coating from those pieces, a process that creates some unhealthy fumes as well, so best to do that in a well-ventilated area. So let's get started with that, shall we? All right, so I've got my muriatic acid, swimming pool acid. I got 2 gallons of this stuff for about $10 at Home Depot. I've got some water with a couple tablespoons of, about 4 tablespoons of baking soda in it to neutralize. Got a mason jar, glass jar with my galvanized bits in it. I've got a lid to seal it after we're done so I can reuse that acid. And some PPE, a mask, some goggles, a face mask, and some really thick rubber gloves. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot. I imagine that within a minute or two, this galvanization will have dissolved. I'll zoom in when it gets going, and we'll watch this percolate. Probably take a minute or two. All right, so time for PPE. Mask first. I hope you can still hear me after this. And if not, then we'll redub the audio after the fact. Oh yeah, I've got an apron as well. Plastic, rubberized. Alrighty. Already steaming. This one actually wasn't galvanized, it appears. Okie dokie. So I've cleaned the galvanization off of the galvanized parts. Now it's time to clean the oil off of the normal black pipe fittings. So I'm going to use some acetone for that. So this T-fitting was one of the hot dip galvanized fittings, and it's been, the galvanization has been stripped off with acid, and then it was dunked in water with baking soda to neutralize the acid. As soon as I pulled it out of the water and it dried, it rusted a little bit. It was kind of a slight beige or brown color, so I hit it with some steel wool to clean all that oxidation off, and it turned out pretty nice. It's real shiny. This is the pelvis of the figurine. The legs come out here, and the torso is up this direction. And because of that, because it leans back when it's in pose, the electrical cord has to be placed a little under this lip. So we're going to drill a hole for that after we determine what size hole to drill. So I've got my parts. I guess the first thing I need to do is start threading the wire through and then start assembling. I've got my parts list / diagram so I know what parts go where. Guess I'll get to it. So my camera died while I was finishing up the switch installation. I went ahead and masked off the lamp for painting, then got it ready for spot welding the pipes together. And that's next. Off camera, I used a small handheld wire brush and cleaned off the spot welds. Then I went ahead and painted it with a matte finish clear coat Rust-Oleum because I figured that I could always come back and paint it gray or something later on if I decided to. Okay, this was a fairly easy build, a great pandemic do-it-yourself project, if you will, and even a cool gift idea. If you like this sort of thing, you may want to do some online searches to get additional project ideas, which is exactly what I will be doing over time. Some of the more creative among you might use this as inspiration to come up with your own unique designs. If you do, please share them with us. I'm curious to see what you come up with, and I'm sure others would be as well. I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Remember, please click like if you happen to enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, I'd really appreciate it if you would please click on the subscribe button. And if you would like to be notified when I publish future videos, just click on that bell-shaped notify button. Additionally, I'd love to hear from you. So be sure to leave me a comment and please share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it as well. Bye for now.